The president and the commander-in-chief of the Economic Freedom Fighters, Julius Silo Malema, said no one leaves the EFF and succeed politically. In this video, I want us to check the people who left the EFF and also check whether they managed to be successful politically or they all struggled and they are still struggling in their political life. So you guys are going to tell me on basis of how they live or where they are in their political lives. By the way, hello and welcome to Leto's Daily News. My name is Letu. You are watching the undiluted truth. This is not the intellectual digestion, guys. It's the undiluted truth. In intellectual digestion, we really focus on certain scenarios. Here, that's where we just review history of politics or some political people, and then we speak with how did they manage to succeed and all those kind of things. I hope and believe you understand what I'm trying to say. So if you like whatever we're doing in this show, can you please do us a simple favor, man? Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and like, comment, and share to boost the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you want to contribute or support the channel, can you please do that on the details that are on the comment section? The account number and everything is on the comment section. If you want to contact us, every details is on the comment section. So I plead with you guys to please support us, because we really need funding. We really need to get good devices. We need to get a good phone to shoot our content for now, up until we have enough money to buy cameras, because we are going to buy cameras at some point. We are going to build a studio, whether they like it or not, with the funding Yabongamla or not. We are going to build that studio. Me and you combined, we're going to see what we do, and then we will build the African Drop Studio, or we will build the Latest Daily News Studio, because Latest Daily News is a subsidiary of African Drop Media. By the way, let's dive deep on whatever that I want to talk about. So, Julius Malema said in DJ's Boost podcast and in the podcast of David Mashabela, he said no leader of the EFF that left and succeeded politically. I want us to check those who pursued their political career after leaving EFF. I'm not going to talk about the likes of about Dr. Ndozi, even though maybe I can mention them there and there, but it's not really about them. It's about those who then went to pursue political life somewhere else. I want us to start with the deputy president of the EFF that left, Mr. Floyd Nyiko Shivambu. Floyd Shivambu left the EFF in August 2024. He went to join Umkhonto we Party. By mid-May 2025, there were crises in Umkhonto we Party. But let's start there. Around August, he joined Umkhonto we Party, and then around November, he was appointed as national organizer. But around November, he failed to organize a very big event of Umkhonto we Party as the SG and the organizer around that time. Those were the time where he held two positions. National organizer, and later on a national organizer was appointed, and all those kind of things. They failed to fill Moses Mabhida Stadium to an extent whereby Moses Mabhida was absolutely not even 50% capacitated. I understand that a party that got 2.3 million votes in KZN, for them to fail to fill Moses Mabhida Stadium, it was an absolute disaster, because it's the province where they got 2 point something million votes. You understand? So they should have been able to fill Moses Mabhida Stadium. But with Floyd Shivambu being there, they struggled to do that. Then he went to join MKP, and around May, problems started in MKP because Velenje, they didn't like him, most of the people in MKP, to an extent whereby they were even complaining about him to do. Some of them, they used to say, we can't be led by Shangan and stuff like that, which is something that me personally, condemn. I condemn tribalism. I condemn it because it's very dangerous, more especially in politics. It's very dangerous. So they called him names and all those kind of things. And one of the reasons being is that Floyd, when he came to Umkhonto we Party, or when he became the SG, and he was given powers to build branches of Umkhonto we Party, he decided to put his people in positions. and left those who worked for Umkhonto Party in 2024. He didn't cooperate, or he didn't incorporate those who worked with Umkhonto Party before 2024 in his structures or in his leadership structures. He wanted to remove all of them and put his new people that he left the EFF with to Umkhonto Party, and that led for people to mobilize against Floyd Shivambu. Some they went in Nkandla to an extent whereby he even went further to stop them from accessing Jacob Zuma. He said people who will be seen in Nkandla, they will be subjected to disciplinary and all those kind of things. He tried to edit the constitution to favor him. This one is trying to steal my party. What Dilanai, because that's what he alleges that Jacob Zuma said. He knows that if Floyd wants to steal his own organization or his own political party. So yeah, that's what is happening eventually in that side of Floyd Shivambu. And then he was kicked out of Umkhonto Party. He went to start his own thing called Africa Maibui Movement. Even though it's not getting that much traction on social media, it was getting traction as much as it was formed. He was busy insulting the EFF, insulting the MK Party, insulting Jacob Zuma, and all those kind of things. That's when it got that influence. But after some time, it was just neutralized. As we speak today, it's almost irrelevant. It just got traction now because he's hosting a gala dinner whereby a table, it's 2 million to sit next to Floyd in the table. It's 2 million. So those are some of the things that are happening that I wanted you guys to know. This is what is happening with Floyd's life. Then I don't know when do you think he became successful political after leaving EFF or not? But with me, how I view things, that's not success. Maybe I will see success after 2026 local government election on the number of wards he's gonna win or the number of PR councillors he's gonna get and all those kind of things. Maybe it's gonna be an improvement. But if it's gonna fail to get the minimum number that Action SA got in their first year of existence or in their first election, then I don't think that will be rated as success. Then number two, we've got Kenny Kunene, whom I think politically he succeeded. He's the only person I feel like Julius Malema maybe might have made a mistake because he's the deputy president of Patriotic Alliance. And Patriotic Alliance, honestly speaking, is doing well. It's doing absolutely well. We can say whatever we want, but our Patriotic Alliance is doing absolutely well, guys. Like, it's flourishing. So I think it's one of the people maybe that can claim that, yeah, they've succeeded politically as the deputy president and all those kind of things. Because Kenya is man, by the way. Kenya is man. Kenya is man. So those are some of the things that you need to know. But let's move to another one. We have Andile Mqetama Nkosi yami, who used to claim that he's the brain of the EFF, Nabo Floyd. Now Floyd, after leaving EFF, he said to conceptualize. They thought Floyd is the brain of the EFF, but the brain is not braining in Maibui. In less than 2 months, there's a leadership crisis. People are leaving. The deputy president is being kicked out. But let's talk about Mqetama and leave Floyd alone. Then Mqetama again, it's in MK Party. He left to form Abu BLF and all those kind of things, but now it's in MKP and it's a member of parliament. But he's neutralized them. We can't even see his thinking capacity because it's not available on the ground of MKP. Even in parliament, he's not giving submissions and all those kind of things. I don't know what's skipping Jengai. But honestly speaking, I don't think that it's a successful move, even though he used to claim that he's the one who brought Sankara to the EFF, he's the one who brought Pan-Africanism to the EFF, but Julius Malema wanted to own it up and make it his, and all those kind of things. But I don't think he became successful politically. Let's move to Maraha, who is a provincial leader of Maibui Africa movement. Maraha failed politically. Even Floyd was one of the people who contributed or who said Maraha must be removed from the EFF as a leader here in the province of Limpopo before the 2024 election because she was not doing justice to the province. So they removed her and all those kind of things. And when Floyd was leaving the EFF to join MKP, Maraha followed to join MKP as well. And when Floyd started Maibui Africa, Maraha is now a leader of Maibui Africa. And I'm asking myself, how are they surviving? Because even the DP is crying that she was not getting paid. That is why she had to leave Maibui and go back to MKP. Because in MKP, she had good salary. and Uzuma was sponsoring him. By the way, we also have Umabato, the chairperson that you need to pay 1 million to meet of Maibui Africa movement. Mabato it's a political failure. It's not another political tourist. He left the EFF to join MKP. He left the MKP to join Maibui Africa as the chairperson. But people are even asking today, who is that? Who is that? Who is the chairperson? And all those kind of things that people need to pay 1 million to have a seat with her in the Galatina table. Then we also have Ulom. Sorry, give me a second. We also have Mandisa Mashiho, which I've spoken about Mandisa Mashiho. I even made a special video specifically about her. Mandisa Mashiho has failed dismally. So, to an extent whereby after leaving EFF, from being revolutionary to be a mouthpiece of the white establishment. You understand? That's how much of a failure she is politically. So Mabato and Mandisa is something else. Mandisa, because she's even an advocate of of political opportunism now, because she says that Afrifora must give her money. She wants to challenge things, white kids, and all those kind of things. So yeah, those are some of the people that we can talk about Mandisa. Mandisa is a dismal failure. Then we've got Ubusiswe Mkhwebane, who was repatriated to the systems of the EFF after the system of the ANC that she loved so much denounced her, and then she decided to betray the EFF. Yeah, but she's a member of the provincial legislature in Pumalanga. She's the leader, in fact, of the provincial legislature. Even though they don't want her, they are busy calling for her resignation and all those kind of things. But I think now we can't count success, but we can say she's the one who is a little bit sustainable. I can't call it a success, but I can call it a sustainability. Then we have Jimmy Manyi, who was neutralized by Jacob Zuma, by the way. Jimmy Manyi was dealt with decisively. Yo, Jimmy Manyi is dealt with. Now, it's part of the people who left the EFF, and yeah, they're political tourists as well. And Jimmy Manyi is having his job as a member of parliament in MKP, but is neutralized after being demoted from the chief whip position to an ordinary member of parliament representing Umkhonto we party. Then we have Umahasela Mzobe. Umahasela Mzobe is the head of presidency of Umkhonto we party. I can't say he succeeded, but I can say at least Jacob Zuma is loyal to him. That's what I can say. At least Jacob Zuma is loyal to him for now. So he's having it right for now. With Jacob Zuma as the head of presidency, you can see that he looks happy there by MKP. Then we've got Uvusi Khoza. Vusi Khoza is the former KZN chairperson of the EFF. He's now in Maibui Africa movement. After leaving the EFF, or after being expelled from the EFF in 2023, he joined more than 5 political parties before he joined Maibuye Africa movement. So I don't know what you guys think about those people. Can you call it a success? Now they're in Maibuye. I think it's the deputy convener of Maibuye in KZN and all those kind of things. So I don't know what you guys think about all these people that I've mentioned here, but those were one of the senior leaders of the EFF that have failed drastically, most of them, in their political life after that. Then there's someone who is called Utok Chandozi, whom I can't say he failed because he chose to pursue something different and pursue the media as a journalist now and a radio presenter. So I can't say Utok Chandozi has failed, but I think he has just found another way of doing something that he used to like. Because even in the media, he still speaks of politics. So he's still doing the same thing, but not within the benches of parliament, but with the side of the media. I don't know what you guys think, but that's all I had for you. From me, Uletu, and my team in Latest Daily News, we love you and we plead with you guys to please continue assisting us and fund the channel. Thank you very much and bye bye.